If there is more to come, after dozens of classified documents were leaked online and now circulated around the globe. Some say it's worse than the Edward Snowden incident. I think it could be. Let's see what we know so far. First off, how we found out about it. In January, it turns out some top secret information was on this fringe site called Discord. Now, Discord put it out there, picked up by Minecraft. Then it was put out on Telegram. Now, Telegram is also often used by the Russians. Now, it's thought that at that time, the Russians started manipulating some of the data because it talked about some of the war casualties that are horrendous, 200,000 for the Russians. Somehow, mysteriously, it's listed at 16,000. The Pentagon announced last week, hey, you know what? We have to investigate it. Now, why was the Pentagon announcing it last week? They only found out about it last week. Think about this for a second as we switch screens. They found out about it last week. It's been out since January. Weren't you under the impression, like me, that we'd have some eyes and ears everywhere on various sites and social media around the globe? I was. On Monday, we thought we'd get revelations. Admiral Kirby, unlike his Afghanistan briefing, honest, saying, I don't know. Ukraine understands that part of the intelligence that's leaked is about their surge in the spring. The spring is now, the surge about to happen, so they quickly have to change plans. Also becomes clear that Ukraine needs some missile defense missiles to go into their missile defense systems. Senator Schumer says, hey, I got an idea. You're a Democratic administration. I'm among leadership. Can you brief us on what's happening? After all, this is a monstrous leak. And then, of course, Austin yesterday, the mantra over and over again. We take this very seriously. We're very concerned. What's also very serious is that we're not only spying on our enemies, we're spying on our allies. Now, think about this for a second. We have 53 documents we're focusing in on. Now, I don't have an answer to this, but Jennifer Griffin talking about this yesterday. They're looking at just February 23rd to March 1st. What are they looking for? They're looking for pictures. They're looking for the maps that are online. They're looking to find out why these pages were printed out and possibly are there markings from the printer in which they were printed out from. They include some documents from the CIA and Department of Intelligence. Think about that for a second. Not only Pentagon information, not only intelligence information, but CIA information is now out and about. They say between 5,000 and 10,000 people in Washington had access to this. Did they leave any of it out? And, of course, documents suggesting Ukraine's air defense system is in a low supply. They also talk about they've taken a beating, but also how inept the Russians are. And finally, let's take a look at what has been revealed again. And actually, this is, I think we actually did everything. Oh, I just want to point this out, too. The Egyptians were going to sell weapons to the Russians. But the problem is, we gave them $50 billion worth of weapons over the last 10 years. You would think they'd be loyal to us, what they're doing behind the scenes.